me. Welcome to your On My Own worksheet for today. I'm going to be reading your worksheet for you. Before we get started, make sure you put your name on your paper, please. You are going to start what equation represents the bar diagram. So they have a set of bar diagrams here, and you're going to write an equation next to the bar diagram. So remember, if you know what the total number is, the long diagram, it's going to be a division equation. And if you do not know what the long bar diagram is, it's going to be a multiplication equation. So for number 1 and for number 2, you're going to have a division equation and then a multiplication equation. So represent each of these bar diagrams, what equation represents them. How can you use equations with letters for the unknowns to solve the problem? All 5 people in Marcella's family order a sandwich and a drink. The total cost of the drinks is $9. How much does Marcella's family pay for lunch? So, over here is the price of the meal, of each part of the meal. And you need to write, how can you use equations with letters for unknowns to solve the problems? Number 4, the garden center sells plants in packs of 6. Felix buys 9 packs of 16 individual plants. How many plants does he buy in all? Write an equation with letters for the unknown to represent the problem. Number 5, Tiffany shares 28 cherries equally among 4 friends. Then she gives each of her friends 7 additional pieces of fruit. How many pieces of fruit does each friend receive? Write an equation to help you solve those problems right here. Number 6, how do you choose what the letter in your equation represents? So you're going to explain how you choose what the letter represents. Number 7, at recess, 34 children lined up to play volleyball. Then 4 children decided to play basketball instead. The rest of the children made teams of 6 people. How many teams were there? Show your work. Number 8, Nathan had 8 strawberries. His brother had 12 strawberries. He and his brother shared them equally. How many strawberries did Nathan eat? Show your work. Number 9, Peter works for 3 hours each day for 5 days in a week. Then he works for 4 hours on another day. His work shows how he calculates his total work hours. How can you help Peter understand his mistake? So here he was calculating how many hours he worked total, but he made a mistake. So how can you explain to him what his mistake was? Number 10, extend your thinking. Is the order in which you complete the steps to solve a 2-step word problem important? Explain why or why not. And the reflect is optional. How can you solve a 2-step word problem involving any of the 4 operations? Like and subscribe.